Take a really nice deep breath in. And big breath out. Making your breath full on both ends, automatic. And audible, so you can really hear your breath. Small constriction at the back of your throat. Hug your knees into your chest. Take a little rock from side to side. Wiggle your toes. Roll your ankles, your fingers, and your wrists. Take both hands behind the head, elbows wide. Knees hover over hips, ankles line up with your knees. Deep breath in. So hands behind your head like when you do a sit-up. Exhale, lift your head and your shoulders off the mat and pause. Flexing the feet, bringing your knees right over top of your hips. Looking at your belly button, using your exhale to bring your pubic bone up closer. Lengthen out your low back, nice, on the mat. And belly muscles as best as you can, they flatten back to your spine rather than peeking up triangularly. Try to hollow back. Good, breathe in. Lift just like an inch higher. Squeeze and curl the upper ribs into the torso. Nice. Inhale. As you exhale, kick your left heel forward. Bring your left elbow to your right knee. Not to be confused with bringing your right knee to your left elbow for 1. Good. Switch and hold for 2. Switch your legs. Switch. Now lift up to here. Upper body. There. Switch and hold 3. Switch and hold 4. 5, 6, bringing knee to elbow, elbow to knee, not knee to elbow. Good. 7, lift. 8, lift. 9, lift. 10, squeeze your right knee into your chest. Drop your head all the way down to the floor. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, pull it over the midline of your body for a twist. Oh, yes, that was good. I love that for you. I almost felt it for myself. Deep breath in, get nice and long. Big breath out to ring through center. Slowly come back into center. Hug your knees into your chest. A little rock from side to side. Wiggle your toes, roll your ankles, fingers and wrists. Take a deep breath in. Take your hands behind your head. Knees hover over hips. Ankles line up with your knees. Breathe in. As you exhale, kick your left heel forward. Long and strong. No noodles, please. Flex the foot. Strong pressure. Yes. Left elbow, right knee for 1. Switch and hold 2. Switch and hold 3. 4. 5. Low back stays in the mat. 6. 7. Long and strong with those legs. 8. Doesn't matter how low they go. 9 and 10. Squeeze the left knee into your right. Yes. Left knee into chest. Switch the legs. Pull it all the way over the midline of your body for a twist.
My butt hurts so much.
Oh, I know. Get used to it. We're all going to have juicy booties by the time we leave this place. Mountain hiker legs. Deep breath in. Big breath out. Slowly come back into center. Hug your knees into your chest. Hands behind the head, elbows wide, knees hover over hips, ankles line up with knees. Breathe in. Exhale, head and shoulders lift up off the mat. Pressing the low back, the full spine into the floor, lengthening tailbone down towards me. Breathe in. As you exhale, kicking your left heel forward, left elbow, right knee for 1. Switch and hold 2. Switch and hold 3, 4, 5, 6, nice, 7, hold, 8, hold, don't be in such a rush to move, 9, hold, 10, hold, straight legs, 1, 2, yep, 3, you're still twisting, 4, 5, yep, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, bent knees, 1, 2, still twisting, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, straight legs, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, like the can, 5, 4, 3, 2, bent knees, 10, 9, 8, make sure you're breathing, 7, 6, 5, not fast, 4, 3, 2, 1, straight legs, 10, 9, 8, 7, it's good for you, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug your knees into your chest. Rock and roll up and down your mat. Massaging the spine. When you're ready, cross your ankles, plant your hands, find downward facing dog. Okay, pasa. Take a second to work it out. Bend one knee, straighten the other. As you inhale, lift high to the tiptoes. Roll your sit bones a little bit higher, melt your heart a little bit closer, and then drop both heels over towards your right. So my right heel comes down to the floor. Sometimes I keep my left heel lifted. You don't have to have both heels down. More so, you're looking for this like tilted down dog, squeezing right shoulder towards right hip. Pressing the chest back, opening up left side torso. Lola, you can soften your knees a little more. Yes, squeeze right shoulder to right hip closer. Let that right hip fall down. Yes. Inhale high to tiptoes through center. Heels fall to the left. Keep pressing your chest back to your thighs, just like down dog, letting the left hip fall heavy. Squeezing the left shoulder up towards the left hip and expanding with breath through your right side. Inhale, high to the tiptoes. Roll your sit bones a little bit higher. Melt your heart a little bit closer. And then keeping heels and tailbone high, bend your knees, turbo dog. Really wrap your elbows down towards the floor. Create and feel the space between your shoulder blades. Neck is relaxed fully and completely. For 3, hollow the belly button back to your spine. 2, press forward, high plank and pause, hold. Hips and shoulders, same height, feel it. A little higher than what you're used to, everyone. Pull your tailbone under. Float your right toes and hold. June, bring your shoulders right over top of the wrists. There. Right toes float, inhale, making sure you don't lose your core. Pubic bone to belly button, upper ribs in, find it here, hold. Right toes drop down. Left toes lift up, inhale. Not too high, like just an inch, so that you're not, yes. Make sure that left hip isn't dipping closer to the mat than the right, keep those hips even. Left toes drop, up and back, downward facing dog, big exhale. Deep breath in, and big breath out. Inhale, high to tiptoes. Exhale, bend your knees, turbo dog, draw back, wrapping the elbows down towards the floor, external rotation. Press back forward, high plank and pause, hold. Elbows wrap back, arms hug into the midline. So build this pose from the ground up and build your awareness from the ground up. Start with your hands gripping the floor, pressing down to go up, lifting out of the shoulder joint slightly. Elbows wrap back, arms hug in. Legs are straight and strong, squeeze them. Right toes float, nothing else moves, just an inch, just an inch. Spread your toes, wake them up. And with that big toe, lead up and back, three-legged dog. Bend your top knee, open up your hip. Lots of snap and crackles today, so nice. So here, feel your center, right? Make sure you're not taking this into a back bend. Can you press away from the floor, squeeze the upper ribs in and bring pubic bone to belly button. So a slight rounding through the mid-spine, yeah, staying connected to core. Inhale, press away from the hands. Exhale, press off the toes, knee to nose for 1. Nice, hips as high as you can get them. Inhale, up and back. Come back forward for 2, knee to nose. I don't know why not working. Inhale, up and back. Last one, knee to nose. Oh, I'm connected. Hold, 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 hold. Shoulders over elbows, elbows over wrists, heel to bum, hips higher, spine rounder, belly more hollow. Keep lifting like someone's filling you with helium. Up, 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 up. Step back, downward facing dog. High to tiptoes. Drop down to your knees, tabletop. Take an inhale, look forward, lean forward. 3 modified chaturangas. Arms hug the rib cage as chest drops down for 3. Keep those hips high. And up. Arms right by your side, Sam. Super slick. 2. Yes. And up. Last one, modified chaturanga. We stay low and hold for 3. Elbows tight to the rib cage. M, shoulders higher. Hold. A little lower. There. Tight, tight, tight. 3. Squeeze your legs to help you. 2. Lola, this is beautiful. Child's pose. Press back and stretch. Big breath in and big breath out. As you inhale, round and curl up, tabletop. Tuck your toes, lead with your tailbone to go back, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. And big breath out to draw back. Use the front of your legs, your hip creases to pull the tailbone up and back through space. Yes, there it is. Inhale, high to tiptoes. Exhale, bend the knees. Press forward, high plank and pause. Hold, elbows wrap back, arms hug the midline, hips and shoulders same height. Like someone's filled you with helium. Thank you. Left toes float, inhale. Spine gets longer, heart forward, toes away. Nice, Santoshi. Up and back, 3-legged dog. Bend the top knee, open up your hip. Without taking this into like a back bend, so you want to keep wrapping the elbows down towards the floor, pulling the upper ribs back into the torso, pubic bone to belly button. So it's more about hamstring and hip than it is about bending the spine. Inhale, press away from the hands. Exhale, press off the back toes, knee to nose for 1. Elbows rack back, spine high, belly hollow. Inhale, up and back. Come back forward for 2. Lift high off the ball of the back toes. Up, 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 and then forward. Keep going. Yes. Inhale, up and back. Last one, knee to nose, you're holding this one here. So work on refinement. Get there. And then imagine I'm holding a lighter underneath your belly and you don't want to touch the flame. Up, 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 forward. But up. Yes, heel to bum. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Okay, we step back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, high to tiptoes. Exhale, drop your knees. Child's pose, draw back. Deep breath in. And big breath out. Lift up your torso, walk both hands over towards the right, walk your left fingertips a little bit further forward. Rolling that left shoulder down to the forearm. Yes, but more length through this left hand. Now roll it down and press your rib cage into my hand. Yes, but hips back. But press this. Yes. Switch sides, walking over towards the left. Right fingertips reach a little bit further forward. Slowly come back into center. As you inhale, round and curl up, tabletop, tuck the toes, look forward, lean forward, 3. And up. 2. And up. Last one, down. Stay here, tuck the toes and float the knees, 3. Press forward off the toes, slide through, 2. All the way down to the floor, untuck. Inhale to lift up, cobra. And release. And again, inhale to lift up. And release. Last one, inhale, lift up. Cobra, hold. Pull the heel of the hand towards your hip. Use that connection to like slingshot your heart open. Wrap the elbows back. Slide the shoulders down. Tabletop. Child's pose. Deep breath in. And big breath out. Inhale, rounding curl, tabletop. Exhale, tuck the toes, go back, downward facing dog. Take your hands to meet your feet, very back edge of the mat. Grab opposite elbows and hang. Practice that mountain pose, but in your feet. So lift all 10 toes up off the mat. Little softness in the back of the knees, but engagement in the front of the thighs. So when you squeeze your thighs, you should feel your kneecaps kind of float up your leg. Giving your legs the quality of earth. So strong, grounded. Quality of earth. Stay in the foundation, and the upper body just gives into gravity completely. With the strength of the lower body, you can have freedom in upper body. Inhale, come up, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Again, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Walk it out, downward facing dog. Inhale to move forward, high plank. Drop down to your knees, look forward, lean forward. Modified chaturanga, shoulders no lower than 90. Pull the heel of the hand towards your hip. Pull yourself through, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Right leg up to the sky, breathe in. Step your right foot through between your hands. Drop your back knee down to the floor. Back toes stay tucked under. Inhale, both hands up to the sky. Sending the hips forward. Right heel squeezes back. Left knee squeezes forward. As you inhale, find that little lift and lengthen up out of the low belly. Hands down to the mat. Three-legged dog with a closed hip. Keep your right baby toes facing the floor. Press your chest back towards the thigh. Press through the heels, spread the toes, wrap the elbows down. Watch those upper ribs, Ingrid. Yes. Same with you, June. Upper ribs. Pull them in. There we go. Right knee hugs into chest. Step your right foot through. Turn around, face the back of the mat. Drop the back knee down to the floor. Shift your way back and flex. Half splits. As you inhale, roll your tailbone high. Lift your chest high. As you exhale, pull the chest towards your toes rather than going down. Try to lengthen out your low back. Uncurl the tailbone. So Lola, walk your right knee back a little. Nice. Soften your left knee a little more. So bend the left knee and then arch your low back. Tailbone up to sky. Yes. Slowly bend forward into that left knee. Turn your right hand around to face the back of the room. So fingertips face the OG, front of the mat. Tuck the back toes, squeeze the back knee up off the mat and twist. Left hand comes up to the sky with a sneaky stretch for your forearm. So making sure you're not locking into that elbow joint. If you lock in, you're gonna miss the stretch. Little micro bend, shoulder blades squeeze, fingers expand, energy through the top half. When you're ready, turn all the way back around, face the front of your mat. We step back, downward facing dog. As you inhale, move forward, high plank, hips and shoulders at same height. Lower down, hips high, chaturanga as your heart pulls through your hands. Inhale, keep pulling yourself forward and through, shoulders squeeze. Exhale, go back, downward facing dog. One breath in, and one breath out to draw back. Left leg up to sky, inhale. Big stretch, pull back and away. Step it through between the hands. Drop your back knee down. Inhale, both hands up to the sky. Nice, yes, you got it. Left heel back, right knee forward. So when you actually hug the midline, you should feel yourself lift like an inch or two. Start to lift up and look up. Don't overthink it. So go back, come forward. Lengthen up and out of the low belly, yes. Nice, slow. Left hip pulls back, right hip pulls forward, there. Hands come down to the floor, up and back to the sky. Three-legged dog with a closed hip. Wrap the baby toes down to the floor, flex the foot. Lots of power. Push. Nice. Step it through between the hands, drop the back knee down. Oh my gosh, turn around, face the back of the mat, my bad. Drop your back knee down. Shift the weight back and flex, half splits. So even for you, walking the knee back. Straight leg is not the goal. Bend the knee, untuck your tailbone. Keep the knee bent. There, now keep pulling the chest forward and down. You feel more? Yeah. 3. Use your exhale to soften in. 2. Slowly bend forward into the right knee. Turn the left hand around to face the front of the mat. Tuck the back toes, squeeze the back knee, and twist. Even in your twist, right heel squeezes back, left toe squeeze forward, and make sure your hips are not dropping below the knee joint. Stay a little above it. Yes. Turn all the way back around, face the front of your mat. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale to high plank. Exhale, chaturanga, forward and down, slow. Inhale, upward facing dog, softer elbows, softer elbows, softer elbows, so you can continue to turn and pull. There. Up and back, downward facing dog. Hands to feet, back of your mat. Grabbing opposite elbows to hang. You can shake your head, yes. You can shake your head, no. Stay here. Giving into gravity, letting the spine soften. Or hands to floor. A few leapfrogs. So, to do some leapfrogs, give them a shot. You're gonna bring the seams of your feet to touch. So big toes and heels touching, knees wide. Hands in front of you, and we lift the hips up nice and high. So if you like, you can take up a little bit more space, like a very tiny, tiny down dog. What we look to do, especially when we're first learning and when we're teaching people, you wanna make it as easy as possible. So you wanna keep the shoulders stacked right over the wrists. You'll see that some people, if they're brave, they're gonna actually wanna come back and up, which you can do. But if you're just learning how to get into the leapfrogs, make it less intimidating. So keeping the shoulders stacked over the wrist, keep the feet together, the knees wide, kick the bum. Kick the bum. You can start, as you get more comfortable, knowing where your balancing point is, then you can, I call this revving back to come up. But if you're new to it, keep the shoulders stacked, just work with the lower body. And when you jump, I want you to clap your feet really quick, 3 times at the top. Don't think about it, just do it. Here we go. Clap, clap, clap. Knees wide. Little clap. Look at this round of applause. So good. Good job, guys. Clap, clap, clap. Nice. So good. Walk yourselves out. So good. Downward facing dog. Inhale to move forward, high plank. Chaturanga, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Move forward, tabletop. Drop your knees down. So, a couple ways we can do this, but I'm going to show you from the knees first. So we're going to take a modified chaturanga. You're going to float your right knee off the mat. From here, you're going to float it or keep it there. Press up, round and curl, knee to nose. To kick up and back, 3-legged dog. You can also do this from your full chaturanga, much harder. Chaturanga, right toes float, press up, knee to nose, shoulders stay over wrist. So if you want to work on it, where it's accessible, keep the knees down. Float your right knee. Press up off the floor, toes lift, knee to nose.